Hi everyone, welcome to a bit of a different cook today. Today I'm going to be cooking with my son and we're going to be cooking from a traditional New Zealand cookbook. So we have the Edmonds Cookbook today, and I'm sure you will all join me when I say that I love this recipe. We are going to be cooking today chocolate eclairs. Let's go. The ingredients we have today are 75 grams of butter, 1 cup of water, all measured out by my lovely son already, 1 cup of Edmonds plain flour, 2 teaspoons of sugar, half a teaspoon of vanilla essence, 3 of our eggs, and of course whipped cream and chocolate icing for later. We're going to be cooking this recipe today with some beautiful handmade wooden spoons that a good friend made for me with my own kitchen logo on it. And here's my son, and he's going to put in the butter and the water into the saucepan. Okay, so we're going to take it over to the stovetop and we're going to bring it to the boil. Okay, so my helper is going to bring this to the boil. We're going to melt it all down so that the butter's all melted, and then we're going to quickly add the flour and beat quickly with a wooden spoon until the mixture leaves the sides of the saucepan. Okay, there we have it bubbling, so we're just going to add the flour quickly and start to stir. Okay, so here we have the mixture, and you need to stir it until it's combined and it's come away from the sides of the bowl. And we're just going to add the vanilla essence and sugar now. Okay, so 2 teaspoons of sugar, and half a teaspoon of vanilla essence. And we're just going to stir that in. Okay, so that mixture's done, and we're going to add the eggs now. So we're going to add 3 eggs, and 1 at a time. It's a tricky one. Some of these eggs are quite hard to open. So you'll see that this is a bit gloopy at first, but you just got to stir it quite well to get the egg mixed in. So we're going to just do that times 3. Okay, so here we have our mixture. It's not very pretty, but it will look good afterwards. And we're going to put it into our piping bag and pipe the eclairs onto our pre-lined sheets. So we've got the trays with the baking paper on top. How I like to put things into a piping bag is pop it over a tall glass and fold it down. Makes it way easier, you don't have to hold it. Righto, here's our full piping bag ready to go, and we're just going to try and pipe lines onto the baking paper of 7 centimeters or thereabouts. Just push it down at the end to get it off the piping, end of the piping nozzle. Right there are our eclairs piped onto the tray. It's hard work and you're going to gather some muscles during this one, folks, but it's worth it. And we're going to turn our oven onto 200 degrees Celsius and bake them for 30 minutes until they're puffy and golden. Okay, our chocolate eclairs are all cooked and we're just going to whip some cream and make some icing. So we've got icing, sugar and cocoa. I might put a little bit of butter in the icing as well, and we're just going to whip some cream. Right, so we're going to make the icing, and we're going to put about a cup of icing sugar and a heaped tablespoon of cocoa in. I've just popped about a tablespoon of butter in there and some water, and we're just going to mix that till it's icing consistency. It's not just the kids who make a mess. Okay, so there we go, we got our icing and our whipped cream, and we're going to fill our little mini eclairs and give them a try. Here's our mini eclair, and we're going to cut slits in the side of them, and I've filled up my piping bag with whipped cream again to fill the centre, and then we're going to put the icing on the top. Oozing out. So we're just going to do that to all of them there, and we'll plate up. Alright, so what do you think of your creations, Kalaine? Is it yummy?